Poor air quality in Taipei, New Taipei, and Taoyuan raises concerns among residents. Taiwan's 2030 bilingual policy to shift focus on English education. DPP former official Chen wanted in solar scandal case. South Korean actor Song Jae-lim dead at 39. Saudi Arabia's NEOM project faces setbacks amid CEO exit. Chinese military displays upgraded Z-20 helicopter. Heavy rain threatens Valencia again. Ozempic may help curb alcohol addiction.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It's Friday, November 15th, and here are your top stories. And for today's Taiwan news, since last night, residents in Taipei, New Taipei, and Taoyuan have reported poor air quality with hazy skies and a smell resembling smoke. New Taipei's Environmental Protection Bureau explained that low winds, high humidity, and fog from last night to early this morning trapped PM 2.5 pollutants, particularly from Miaoli to Chiayi, reducing air quality. Minister of Education Chen announced adjustments to Taiwan's 2030 bilingual policy, clarifying that teachers will not be required to teach all subjects in English. However, English classes in elementary and middle schools aim to be conducted entirely in English. Former DPP Central Committee member and ex-chairman of Taiwan Salt Green Energy, Chen is wanted for his involvement in a solar energy scandal after failing to attend a court hearing. DPP Chairman Lai Ching-te urged Chen to face justice and emphasized the government's commitment to addressing criminal behavior and reviewing administrative processes. And in global news, South Korean actor Song Jae-lim, a former model who rose to prominence in K-dramas, was found dead in Seoul on Tuesday. He was 39. Song's body was found in his apartment by a friend who had planned to have lunch with him that day. A police official said no evidence of foul play was found at the scene, and a note was discovered in the apartment. Police stated, "Our initial investigation so far has revealed no signs of criminal activity. Since the family did not want an autopsy, we will proceed with transferring the deceased to his family's custody."
Police added that they will investigate the cause of death following standard procedures. Born in 1985, Song began his entertainment career with the 2009 film Actresses. He gained widespread recognition for his portrayal of a royal guard in the 2012 historical drama Moon Embracing the Sun, and achieved further fame through an appearance on the reality show We Got Married. His final performance was in the musical La Rose de Versailles, which concluded in October. South Korean stars paid tribute to Song following news of his passing. The recent deaths of K-pop idols and K-drama stars have highlighted ongoing concerns about mental health and pressures in South Korea's entertainment industry.
Nami Aonase, the longtime CEO of the $500 billion NEOM mega project, has departed. NEOM announced without providing a reason. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has poured hundreds of billions of dollars into development projects through the kingdom's PIF Sovereign Wealth Fund. NEOM, a Red Sea urban and industrial development nearly the size of Belgium and expected to house nearly 9 million people, is central to the Prince's Vision 2030 plan to create new engines of economic growth beyond oil.
But some of the plans have had to be scaled back due to rising costs, including the Line, a futuristic city with mirrored walls extending 106 miles into the desert within NEOM. The $925 billion PIF was considering a reorganization to sharpen its focus on investments with a higher chance of success. Saudi Arabia, the world's top oil exporter, remains heavily reliant on hydrocarbon revenues, and low oil prices and production have impacted state coffers. NEOM did not immediately respond to a request for comment on the reasons for Al Nasser's departure. Project leaders have been working under extremely tight deadlines to deliver massive developments by 2030, with several projects falling behind schedule or facing delays.
With sleek looks mirroring the U.S. UH-60 Black Hawk, the Chinese military's advanced Z-20 helicopter packs a punch, but may make its biggest impact at sea. Displayed at China's largest air show in Zhuhai on Tuesday, the Z-20's potential to fill gaps in the Chinese Navy's ability to protect itself from submarines has attracted attention from regional defense attachés and security analysts. State media recently showcased the first armed assault version of the helicopter, alongside the military's display of the Z-20J naval variant, a key step toward a full-blown anti-submarine platform, the Z-20F.
Although China is deploying increasingly advanced warships as part of its military modernization, it faces challenges in shielding them, especially its growing aircraft carrier fleet, from undersea attacks. Pentagon reports and Western analysts have long pointed out that weaknesses in the People's Liberation Army Navy's anti-submarine capabilities could hinder longer-range naval deployments in conflict. The Pentagon's October 2023 report on China's military modernization noted that a naval version of the Z-20 is in development. Additionally, the London-based International Institute for Strategic Studies, in its latest annual military assessment, noted that China has deployed 15 Z-20 helicopters for search and rescue missions.
Storms and heavy rain are forecast to hit Valencia Wednesday night, 2 weeks after Spain's worst floods in modern history killed over 200 people in the region. The Spanish National Weather Service has issued an orange alert for torrential rainfall, predicting more than 4.5 inches of rain starting tonight and lasting until early Thursday morning, prompting residents to prepare for the incoming weather. Although this storm is expected to be less severe than the previous one that caused the flooding, damage is likely due to compromised infrastructure.
The damage from the recent floods, including mud and rainwater blanketing the ground and debris-clogged drainage systems, is expected to cause further flooding. The Town Council of Chiva has already canceled classes and sports programs. Local governments are building structures to minimize the damage. Government workers and citizen volunteers are still working to clear the mud and rainwater that remain on the streets of Valencia. Many have criticized the regional leader for taking about 12 hours to issue alerts about the previous storm, after the flood had already caused casualties and damage. A crowd shouted, "Murderer," and pelted mud at King Felipe when he visited Valencia after the flooding, and 130,000 people gathered to protest government mismanagement.
New research published in JAMA Psychiatry suggests that the blockbuster drugs Ozempic and Wegovy may help people cut back on drinking. In a study of around 228,000 people in Sweden with alcohol use disorder, researchers found that people taking a GLP-1 drug like semaglutide were less likely to be hospitalized for alcohol-related issues. According to data, just over 28 million adults in the U.S. have alcohol addiction. However, only 3 medicines are approved to treat it.
The study leader, Dr. Markku Latinvuo, a psychiatric researcher at Neuvaniemi Hospital in Finland, said, "I see so many patients who do not have good outcomes with the medications we have and who are desperate for help with their addiction. We really do need more tools in the toolbox." GLP-1 drugs, the class of medication that includes semaglutide and other popular drugs like tirzepatide, have shown potential for treating addiction. A clinical trial published in 2022 found that an older GLP-1 drug called exenatide reduced drinking, but only among those who had both alcohol use disorder and obesity. In the new study, Latinvuo and his team looked at medical records of people diagnosed with alcohol use disorder from 2006 to 2023. All of the people in the study also had obesity or type 2 diabetes.
The answer for yesterday was B, grappling. The company is grappling with supply chain issues due to the global crisis. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into the news of South Korean actor Song Jae-lim dead at 39. Number 1, proceed. 继续进行，开始某事，向前进行。The investigation will proceed despite the challenges. Number 2, autopsy. 尸体解剖验尸. The medical examiner performed an autopsy to determine the cause of death. Number 3, tribute. 致敬悼念. The statue was a tribute to the soldiers who died in the war. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section. The correct answer will be announced next week. And that's all for today's Funday News. Be sure to tune in to Funday News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm Johnny Wu, your host. I'll see you next time.